let me get rid of that up there. And what we're going to cover in this video are order imbalances. And all an order imbalance is a larger ratio of orders that went off on either the bid side or the offer side. Okay? And that's what these numbers represent. So these two numbers here, this purple number here, that means there were two order imbalances on the bid side. And this blue 2 means there were two order imbalances on the offer side. Now keep in mind that the order imbalances are measured diagonally. Okay, so you had 82 orders that went off here, and you only had 29 that went off on the offer. So you have a disproportionate ratio between the number of contracts that went off on the offer versus the bid. That's all that means. And for example, here you have a purple 2 and a blue 1, and there is a greater than sign next to the 2. That just means that the order imbalances on the bid side won out over just the single. So you had a double on the bid, you had a single on the offer. And it tells you something about what's going on. Because as I told you guys, this is all telling us a story. And you need to follow that story. Now, I'm not going to get real complicated with this at this point, because there are patterns that you can look for with these order imbalances. But more importantly than the number of order imbalances, like the 2 and the 2, or just the 1 here and then the 4 here, more important than that is the positioning of where those order imbalances occurred. Okay, I will say that again because it's very important. More important than the numbers up here is where those order imbalances occur. Now we're in a green, this is a green candle right here, which means that this closed higher than it opened. So it's a positive candle. You want your order imbalances not to be up here if this is going to last, if this is going to be a sustainable trade. You want your order imbalances to be down near the bottom of the candle on the buy side. Okay, if you have a, for example, we've got a positive divergence here, right? We've got positive 161 on the COT, and we've got negative 296 on the delta. So we have a divergence. We would need these order imbalances to be either in position 4, 3, 2, or 1. We want them in the lower half of the candle. On the bid side, we want them within 4 off the high. Otherwise, we just leave it alone. Like this is a nothing burger right here because of the fact that the two order imbalances on the offer side were up near the top of the candle. I'm not going to touch that. It is very important where the position of those order imbalances occurred. Okay? And I know maybe that I'm stressing this too much, but I can't stress it too much because it's extremely important. Okay, because for this to be a bullish signal, you need to have the order imbalances near the base of this candle. Not the body, I don't care about the body, just the position of those order imbalances. For example, right here, we have another 2 and a 2. Okay? Now, I call this the 2-2 trade. or we used to call it the ballerina trade, because the ballerina, what? Wears a tutu. So right here, we have a 2 and a 2. We have a negative divergence, negative 208 on the cot, positive 93 on the delta. And where are the order imbalances? On the sell side. They're right near the top of the candle. That's exactly where we want them. And on this 2, on the offer side, we have one imbalance on the offer side in position 2, and this one's in position 5. And that's okay, because we really want them to confirm the color of the candle. So this is a red candle, which means that the close was lower than the open, and the imbalances are right near the top of the candle. And you can see what occurred afterwards. It got slammed. Let me zoom this in a little bit more now that I've showed you the basics of what it is that I'm talking about. And of course, it's going to lend more credence to the signal if you're near a yellow zone or you're near a Woody's pivot. That's always going to help. But all I want to cover here is the imbalances and the position of where those imbalances occur and the numbers. So right now we're just going to start with the 2-2, okay, which is 2 imbalances on the bid and 2 imbalances on the offer. Okay, there's others, like there's the 21, right, where you would have 2 imbalances on the bid side and 1 imbalance on the offer side. We used to call that the blackjack, 21. Get it? So that's all order imbalances are. Let me see. I really didn't mark all of these, I don't think, because I just kind of winged it. But let me see if I can find another 2-2 here. Okay, here's a 2-2 right here. I guess I do have it marked. But what's going on here? I mean, this order imbalance is way down here in position 4. So give that the old Xaroo. We're not even going to touch that one. And then let's see. There's a 2-2 right here. And we have 1 that's near the top. But then we have 1 that's near the bottom. And we don't have a divergence. But there's a reason I had this marked here. You want to know why? Tell you what, let me blow this back out here. What do you notice right here? I know you can't answer me back. What color is this up here at the cot? It's green. A green cot should be down here. What do we know about that? We know that there's a problem and that it's going to get slammed. Because if you notice, red cot, a red cot, a red cot, red cot, another green cot at the top. You see what I'm saying? This cot here should be red, and this cot here should be red, but it's not. It's not. So that's just another tip-off. Okay, so for right now, I just want you guys to get down the idea of the order imbalances, what they mean, how they're formed, and what's the most important thing that you need to look for on the order imbalance, which is the positions of those imbalances. Okay? We want the negative imbalances on the bid side to be near the top of the candle, and we want the positive imbalances on the offer side to be near the bottom. Now, here we had a divergence, right? But you only had one imbalance. You're not going to touch that. Although I do like the fact this candle was unchanged, right near a yellow zone. So that could come into play later. But really, all I want you to get out of this is the imbalances, how they occur, why they occur, and the position of where they are, which is the most important part. Okay, so we covered the 2-2. Later on, I'll cover a 21, and after that, I'll cover an 11. Okay, and also, let me scroll through here. Like here, right here, you see how you had, I really didn't intend on doing this, but see how you have positive, 3 positive on the offer, 2 positive on the offer, 2 positive on the offer, and then all of a sudden, bam, you had 4 imbalances on the bid side and only 1 on the offer side. After you just had 3 on the offer, nothing on the bid, 2 on the offer, nothing on the bid, 2 on the offer, nothing on the bid. That is a change. That's a shift. Something's about to happen. And sure enough, it does. All right, this probably ran a little longer than I intended it to, and I'm hoping that you picked up what I was throwing down. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.